Hello, everyone. I pray your day is going well. I want to shoot a word of encouragement on today. I pray that it be a blessing to your spirit. Not only that, please share, subscribe, cut on your notifications so when I post something, you get a ding. Well, anyway, I thought that was funny. But anyway, no, I want to really share something that God has been really, truly downloading into my spirit. And I truly, really do pray that it blesses your soul. And please share with someone. You never know what somebody's going through, and they can always use a word of encouragement. But before I get into my message, I want to play this song. And this song has really uplifted me. And it also gave me confirmation. And I pray that this song give you confirmation as well. Because I'm telling you, right now, we in the season of greatness. We in a season of going to new levels. We in seasons of receiving the things that we have been praying for years. God is really doing some things right now. And it's not so much about he's about to. I'm saying he's doing it right now. So whatever it is that you've been asking for, it's been done right now. Although it may not look like it, but it's not made for our eyes. He said we walk by faith and not by sight. So believe it and claim it and receive it. I believe by faith that it's working out for your favor, for your good. Everything is planned, is part of the way it needs to play. I'm telling you, trust and believe, grab it, hold on to it. No matter what it looks like, know that when God said that he's going to do something for you, it is being done. It is being done right now. As I'm speaking, it's being done right now. So let me go and play this music real quick so I can go and get into what I want to talk about. Yes. You might as well shout before you get it. Because God's simply here to tell you that what he has for you is going to be big. That is my season. This is your season. You ought to declare that over your yes, this is your season. This is our season. I believe. Yes. That is my time. This is your time. Take it. Receive it. Yes. Yes. That's for you. If you want it, you got to receive it. You got to believe it. You got to activate that faith. All it takes is faith the size of a mustard seed. I'm telling you. Yes. He's working it out. Yes, God is working miracles just for you. Yes. Yes. You don't let your haters, the people that's connected to you, that's trying to influence you to believe otherwise. Because I'm telling you, what God has told you that he's going to do, he's doing it right now. Yes. I'm telling you. Yes. That right there, that song right there, I'm telling you, is a blessing. Just take time to go back and listen to it. It is from Pastor Mike Jr., and it's called Big Extended Version. And it's good. It's really good. But anyway, I want to talk about today, God take the foolish thing to confound the wise. And a lot of times we tend to look at things with our eyes, but not with our faith. And although it may look one way, God got a plan to turn that thing around. And I'm going to go on the scripture, piggyback off of the scripture. This says on 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27, it states, but God chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. God chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong. And when I think about this, the picture that comes to me is when Peter began to walk on the water. God called him out. Now, it looked impossible to walk on top of water, right? But when God is in the midst of it, it ain't impossible. He make it possible. So what I'm saying to you is your situation may look impossible of you getting out. It may look impossible that it would never change. It may look impossible that people don't understand, but I'm telling you, it is possible. God take the foolish thing to confound the wise, and anything that he allowed to take place, it is for a purpose. It is for a purpose. It's to build you up to be where you need to be. We are in a season of receiving these great rewards. We're in a season of receiving the things that we have been asking for years after years after years. But you have to receive it. You have to take it. Some things you got to take by force. Do you hear me? See, the enemy don't want you to know the power that lies in you. He don't want you to know that. But I'm telling you, you have power to do what needs to be necessary so that way you can receive what God has for you. This is your season. God has called us all to be above and not beneath. He has put us in a certain position, but a lot of times we choose to walk away from that position and put ourselves in a different position that he did not call us to be in. But once again, God take the foolish thing to confound the wise. What may seem like it's unusual, God make it usual. Long as you keep him in the midst of your circle. Sometimes you got to drown out the sound of the enemies and the people that are trying to influence you to keep your faith down at the bottom. But I'm here to tell you, rise up today. Lift up your faith. Let God have his way. You know what was interesting this past week is that I went to go purchase some books. And I like to give my customers a word of encouragement, whether if it be verbally or through a book or even through a little note. But on this particular day, I wanted to give a book. And this book had, the cover was set right, but when I opened it up, it was backwards and upside down. And I began to think I had a defect book. So I went and I started looking through all the different books and God said, stop. Have you noticed that no matter what it looks like, I can still deliver the word through this? And I'm like, what do you mean, God? Like this book all look funny. God said, look, I take the foolish thing to confound the wise. What may look unusual, but it's going to be usual for who need it. So although that book was formed a certain particular way, it was more so about the message that was in that book that can reach to the soul that needed that book, needed to hear his word. So that's what he mean. He take the foolish thing to confound the wise. See, if I would have opened the book while I was in the store, and if I wasn't in the right set mind frame, I probably would have put the book back thinking it was a defect. But God did not let me do that. What I did was I looked at the top, saw the title, grabbed it. And God knew exactly what he was doing. And that's what I mean again. He take the foolish thing to confound the wise. Because what may look one way, God has a plan and a message between all of that. So whatever it is that you're going through, know that God is working some things out right now on your behalf. Just continue to have patience. Continue to trust the process. You coming out stronger. You coming out wiser. You even coming out looking better than you ever looked before. God has a plan for your life. We are in a season where milk and honey is about to overflow. But only way that can take over is you have to believe. You have to trust. You have to put your faith in it because God said we walk by faith and not by sight. Don't let your eyes deceive you and cause you to walk out of a blessing that God has for you. I get it. The pain is so hard to bear, but it's making you stronger. I get it. You don't want to get a divorce or you're tired of going through what you're going through, but God got a plan behind that. You tired of screaming and hollering at your child. You feel like your child is old enough to understand whatever it is that's going on. God got a plan behind that too. Step back, raise your hands up, lift up your hands and give it to God and tell him, let him have it. God is yours, whatever you want to do. Because sometimes we don't take our hands off things. And that's what frustrates us. We like to continue to keep our hands on it and it begins to drag us. When God say, just let go. You ain't got to drag no more. So all I'm saying to you is whatever that particular situation that you are in that's causing you to be all drained out, frustrated, tired, confused, let go, let God. God's turning some things around. What may look impossible, God is able to make it possible. Continue to hold on to your faith. Trust the plan that God set before you. Because I believe you going places. I believe by faith, and I'm claiming that right now. As a prophet of God, I'm claiming right now that you're being delivered. You are being healed. You are being placed into another position. You are being delivered and set free. I'm claiming by faith. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Anybody that put their mouth on you, best believe it is going to turn right back like a boomerang. Anything that anybody try to claim and put on your life is going right back to the center. So I'm telling you, trust, receive the word, and know that God has a plan for everything that you're dealing with. You're not alone. You're not the only person that's been through or going through what you're going through. But let go and let God. Be blessed.